Everyone, this is Charu, legal intern at Lexis and Company. We discussed few grounds for divorce in the previous video. Now in this video, let's see the rest of them. So the first topic in this video is venereal disease in incommunicable form. So this is a ground for obtaining a decree for dissolution of marriage. This ground affords also a ground for obtaining a decree for judicial separation. Syphilis, gonorrhea, or soft cancre are recognized as venereal diseases under the Venereal Diseases Act in the year 1917. The next ground is entering new religious order. A decree for divorce may be obtained on a petition presented by a spouse on the ground that the respondent has renounced the world by entering any religious order. This clause constitutes of two components. First, the respondent must have renounced the worldly affairs, and secondly, the respondent has thereafter entered into a religious order recognized by Hindu religion. Such entry requires some ceremonial performance or observance of certain formalities. Renouncement of the world by entering any religious order must be absolute. It amounts to civil death and has the effect of excluding a person from inheritance and right to partition. But persons merely wearing saffron colored clothes, known as sadhus or baigaris, and who enjoy a married life cannot be said to have renounced the world and entered a religious order. Similarly, the mere holding by a man of certain religious opinions or professions does not amount to civil death. The next ground for divorce is presumption of death. A divorce may be granted on the ground that the respondent has not been heard of being as alive for a period of 7 years or more than those person who would naturally have heard of it had that party been alive. This is a legal presumption of death which is based on English law of evidence. The presumption is drawn by reason of the fact that if the person were living, the person would probably have communicated with some of his or her friends and relatives. The legal presumption is different from presumption under ancient Hindu law. According to ancient Hindu laws, 12 years must have elapsed before a person was presumed to be dead. This presumption under the provision of law is not rigid, and death may even be presumed before the lapse of 7 years from proof of special circumstances. This presumption may also be rebutted where a person is not heard of for a period of 7 years by reason of special circumstances such as absconding on a charge of murder. A decree nisi will be resounded where the respondent is proved to be alive before the decree made absolute. The next ground for divorce is virulent and incurable leprosy. A petition for divorce may be presented by either party to the marriage on the ground that the respondent has been suffering from a virulent and incurable leprosy. The old clause 4 of section 13(1) did not require that before such a petition was presented, the marriage existed for more than 3 years, and that it was only then it was possible for any one of the spouses to file an application for dissolution of marriage on that ground. Virulent means malignant or venomous. The onus to prove the ingredients of clause 4 of section 13(1) of Marriage Act is on the petitioner. When it is not disputed that the respondent has been suffering from leprosy, the onus is on the petitioner to establish that the leprosy is virulent and incurable. Virulent in the context of section 13(1) clause 4 is not a medical term. The decisions of the different high courts and the Privy Council where the word virulent has been used for interpreting the Hindu laws on the subject have been used it to describe leprosy of most and serious aggravated type. This does not therefore give sure and reliable guide in interpreting the word virulent. The dictionary meaning of the word virulent is malignant and infectious. Lepromatous leprosy is a malignant, contagious and incurable form of disease. If it be true that sulfone drugs have made leprosy of all types curable, there would be no point in the legislature making a provision in this act which will entitle a spouse to a decree of divorce. A spouse cannot be compelled to live with the other spouse who is suffering from an aggravated form of leprosy. and who can give the petitioner and children leprosy almost any moment in their daily life. Thus, the legislature by a statute has given an aggrieved spouse a way of relief. So that's it for today's video, guys. Don't forget to like this video, comment your feedbacks and subscribe to LexClick for more legal stuff.